Hey, Davis here. Unfortunately, I'm going to be missing this next adventure, but I'll still be haunting you here in the intro. So You Want to Be a Hero is made by and for ostensibly mature adults. Be advised that it may contain violence, sexual themes, and strong language. Full content warning may be found in the episode description below. Now please, enjoy So You Want to Be a Hero presents Wrym and Reason.
Salve, mi familia, and welcome back to So You Want to Be a Hero presents of Wrym and Reason, a real play historic fantasy podcast where five best friends said fuck it and pressed record. Today, I'm your MC, John Garza, and with me always are my three best friends, Laus, Weindel,
Josh just scolded us.
Brad Silman,
That's me.
Emily Robinson,
Ciao.
and welcome back, everyone. Are you excited for another episode?
Woo! That was cool. No, that's y'all. Y'all do
That
it
was
again.
actually
do it
pretty-
again. Do it again. Do it again.
I'm actually a little shocked how good that was.
You got talented people, John.
Yeah, I can't sing worth shit. I didn't even try.
You don't have to sing, you just hold a note.
I can't hold a note. I am tone deaf. Well, I'm so excited.
Like Emily did not say no.
Oh no, she's right. She's heard me sing in the car. I have
She's
a really bad habit.
That's okay.
Well, you know what time it is.
What time is it, John?
I believe it is time for church. Ah, there it is.
There it is. Dice breakers.
Fun fact, there is actual Latin, and it does say something.
Ooh, I'll have to look that up later. I took Latin for 3 years and don't know.
You'll
So
tell
everyone
us
roll a
off mic,
d20,
right?
please.
I got 10.
10.
Yeah.
Way to be average.
How do you play this game? What's happening?
16.
I don't know. You roll dice and say shit, I think.
Okay.
Shit, 15.
Oh.
What'd you get?
16.
Oh, damn.
So the way this works, whoever rolled highest gets to
That's
roll a
me.
D100 for their prompt, and the rest of us get to listen.
And I get to go first since I
rolled lowest.
which was a 10. That's average.
Do we?
3.
Whoa.
Oh, I have to scroll for that one. You guys are you're just rubbing it in now.
Yeah.
You're nothing without me.
Bah, bah.
Oh, this is actually really great. All right, starting with Brad.
Yes, sir.
Name one thing your character hates about the other characters in your game.
And this one.
Yeah.
I hate the way that Victor,
Not my name.
I know, Giovanni, looks like a frog with a big nose.
Hey.
With a strong nose.
Strong nose.
Strong.
Strong nose.
Yeah,
I'm
get it
sorry.
fucking right.
I'm sorry. And I hate how my mother has so many sexcapades. That's my job in this game. So,
You had to get it from somewhere.
fair. Touche.
All right,
There's
let's
my-
move on. Loss.
We haven't played this game long enough for me to really answer this question well.
Yep.
You read
Sure,
your
I
fact
hate
sheet?
anything.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, if I look at no, you said player characters.
Yes.
So, like, they haven't done anything to annoy me. I guess Klaus.
You hate Klaus?
Yeah, sure.
You hate the smell of dogs.
I hate dogs.
Ooh, let's
Whoa.
cut.
I don't hate dogs. I just can't think of anything because we haven't played long enough. So I'm gonna go with Klaus. I'm gonna stick with that.
Okay.
And what about,
She's pretty cool.
I did this out of just to do it. You at
All
least
right,
have to.
fine,
Come on,
fine.
man.
I hate the fact that she looks so good in every dress she chooses.
Oh my god, me too.
Just mean girl this, I guess.
There we go. There we
All
go.
right.
Look, it sounded like a great
Emily.
question, but I'm like, we're on episode 3. I don't.
Emily,
I know,
Emily, go
I'm
ahead.
with you, but I'm gonna have to run with it. Okay, so not Klaus. I mean, Klaus is great, but I do hate that you're totally fine with him sitting at the dinner table like a not dog.
Like a hot dog.
Right?
And you.
Oh, that voice was actually a little like, ooh. Started strong. Started real strong.
Well, I was interrupted. You ruined the momentum.
Yeah, way to go, John. Thank you.
Okay. You need to be a better fighter.
Fair.
It's a weakness, and I will not have it in my house.
Respect.
You trash, kid. You trash. That was the anger translator. I got you. All right. Well, with that slightly more lackluster version, shall we move on?
I tried.
You did try.
I didn't.
Different levels of trying. Let us go ahead and hop in to the journey so far. Under the dim flickering orange light of a standalone candle, a quill scratches hurriedly across a piece of paper. Most Holy Father, I, your most humble servant, write to you to bring news of our little lost province of Florence. It would appear that God has deemed to test us by allowing the Medici to escape divine judgment and return to Florence unscathed, with their lust and greed unabated. They have grown fat and bold, threatening this servant of the Lord and making a mockery of our morals and beliefs with their pagan magics. Not all would appear to be the devil's work, though. There are other agents in this city, spurred to moral outrage by their blasphemy, who wish the gilded reign of this family brought to a bitter close. I was made aware of an attempt on Giovanni's life. Oh, it was a most blessed day that the Lord saw fit to deliver a would-be believer from what would have been a very fitting end to his misdeeds. I have made your wishes known to celebrate Baldassarre's ascension to the church upon High Mass of Easter, and with your cousin as proxy to legitimize the appointment. The Lord works in mysterious ways, but will make his will known in time, I am sure. I hope to see you soon to discuss his vision of our path forward, along with make proper introduction of some of our mutual friends. Yours in faith, Father Francisco Salviate, Archbishop. We return at once to the Medici Plaza, where the group of you have found yourself gathered around your youngest brother, who had an attempt made upon his life. Giovanni sits there, having seen the doctor and quickly been mended, leaving the three of you alone. There is a moment where you lock eyes at just how close this attempt was. But more importantly, deep in Giovanni's head, he feels a roar in the heart, an anger. How dare someone try to take this from you? How dare they make a move upon your throne?
How dare someone try to take this from me? How dare they try to make a move on my throne? Nailed it.
I love that.
Can you do it again, but hold the anger in, but it's spilling out?
How dare. I don't remember the lines. Line?
How dare they make a move upon my throne? I don't remember.
Okay. How dare someone try to take this away from me? How dare they make a move upon my throne?
That was it.
Great. Cool. Cut. Wrap.
Yeah.
You got the job.
All right. Cool. Thanks.
It resonates through the house, and the two of you see anger boiling and know that you need to do something to stop your brother's nature from coming forth. I need a wisdom save. Loss.
Uh-oh.
First roll of the game, baby.
That's funny.
There it is. Motherfuckers.
All right.
All right. So as this sort of anger builds in your brother,
Yeah.
you watch his hands grip. You grab the chaise lounge and watch the nails grind into the wood and hear a crack.
Brother, ease. Ease.
You are correct. I shall ease.
It was easier than I thought it was going to be. But
Mi dispacci.
This is not like it is something we have not faced before.
of course,
I just would not presume the church would be so bold.
you think it's the church.
Who else would it be? Who else would want to take away from me?
I mean, you...
We just had a spat with Salvatore.
Yes, but we cannot jump to conclusions that it was him or him alone or anything like that. I believe it could be many people. I mean, think about it. Who is that man that you have affairs with that...
The Captain General?
the Captain General, what was his name?
Rialto.
Rialto. Yeah, Rialto was saying that people were bringing magic into this area again. It could be somebody like that.
We're by ourselves.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
We are the magic.
I know, but what about Saviati? What did you see? You saw something that we obviously didn't see.
Not the human. If we could put the Captain General on Salviati, this would make our lives much easier.
Yes, it would be, but this is not what we're talking about.
I
You
know.
believe it's Saviati that did this.
Yes.
But you have so many other people that are underneath you trying to get what you have.
You bring up a very valid point. I shall not react against the church. Besides, we have a contract to uphold for some basilica in another city, another country, perhaps.
And moving against the church on the eve of your brother's ascension. Unwise.
Very unwise.
At least to do so openly.
Fair, very fair. And I take your help in stride. I will not move against them. You are correct. It is better to crush them from within.
Agreed. And the sooner I'm
And
there...
just in case I didn't read it on the microphone, crush them from within.
And to be fair, when I am in, we can do that.
Yes.
But we cannot be hasty. We cannot jump to conclusions.
We're not far enough in yet. Another inch or so. And maybe you hit something.
You
Right
broke me, I'm
now-
sorry.
Right now, we have just the tip.
It's just...
With that,
Our position is fragile.
I've barely even started.
Where's the clit?
we move on to the evening rest.
God.
Well, there's something I would like to do.
Oh, what would you like to do?
I will move to my writing table and write out a few missives and orders. A message to Captain General Rialto expressing my deepest appreciation for his bravery in the face of such danger and my regret that we had not more time to speak. And a standing invitation. And then I would also like to have a single rose delivered to each of the participants of the melee. And of course, this being such an important gesture of camaraderie with the city, I would like to be made known if there's any difficulty in delivering this to any of the participants. I'm sure they can get with Master Yuki and get everyone's names and addresses.
A cunning gambit. I like it. All right.
Also, can I read my letter while she's doing all this?
Absolutely. The letter is salacious in detail. It is.
Where's the clit? It says.
Bravo, Emily! You win! You won this session.
It's actually just a diagram pointing.
You won, Emily. Good job.
So the letter is salacious in detail.
Okay.
As you go through the lines, you come to the conclusion at the very end that this is from your wife or your betrothed. And more than anything, it is a primer letting you know that she is coming home in the next couple of days and wishes to see you. Apparently there is important business that you must discuss when your mouth is not full. Those are her exact words.
I fold it.
you okay, Brad?
I fold it. I'm sitting here writing her name down, and you're just. I fold it, and you. What's y'all's perception?
My passive
Passive is 10?
16.
10.
16?
10 for me.
I'm going to stealthily try to not blush.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
That's a 14 on the die, plus 4, 18.
All right. You're able to hide your slight flush of skin and embarrassment.
But your erection is wide there for everyone to see.
Standing invitation.
All 4 inches.
Oh! Also, while he's getting horny and she's getting horny, I would like to go
get
a
horny.
contract.
Sorry.
And in the middle of the contract somewhere, I also want that we give a string of pearls to the church.
Interesting. You make notes in the side for your advocate to add that small penance.
No, insult. Because dare perle ai porci, to give pearls to pigs.
All right, well done.
Thank you.
With this slight put in the edges of the margin for your advocate to rewrite in the morning, is there anything else you wish to accomplish before resting for the evening and preparing for the day tomorrow? Anyone you wish to speak to, any missives you wish to send?
I would actually like to send a missive and get a meeting set up with Pietro de Redi and Luna Serena.
All right, so you are sending a missive to Pietro de Redi.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that say?
It's just that I invite him for a lunch in the gardens to discuss potential future business. And Luna's going to have an exact same one, just at a later time.
Excellent. And this is for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see how the morning plays out for you, and you can send edits to the schedule if need be.
And I would also like to send a message to Rialto,
Okay.
asking him.
You fucking my mom?
You up?
No, I want to ask him
Just an emoji smiley face wink.
if
What?
we could have a conversation about Belladonna, his blade, and his love of blades, the swords. So that's what I would. Something along. I've seen great interest in that sword you carry, Belladonna, and I would love to hear the story upon how you came upon it, as well as talk about some other blades potentially that you might have or have not seen.
All right. Excellent. With these 2 missives prepared, I would love for you to roll me persuasion rolls each to see how well written and received they are.
Do I also?
14.
10.
14 and 10. You don't need to roll as well because you're sending your servants to deliver missives to people that you kind of own. There's not really an option for them. Yuki used to be your swordmaster. You financed his fencing training.
What about the invitation to Rialto?
Those will be slightly different. There'll be a roll made, but later.
Interesting.
So 14 and 10. You will find out pretty quickly in the next coming days. Specifically for you, you'll know immediately tomorrow. Okay. Did you have a timeline?
No, not really.
Just an open invitation.
open invitation.
Okay.
An open invitation. Not standing, but just open.
Got it. So, you lay down for the evening and rest takes you. Specifically for you, Giovanni, heavy and dark as you try to heal and mend from the day. Your body quickly covers the wound and forces the poison out. And you find rest, though it is riddled with dreams. Dreams of a throne. Dreams of a castle set upon a hill. And dreams of an empire. a world bowing below, chanting a name. And as all of you awaken for the morning, you feel rested and refreshed before making your way down to breakfast, where you are to hold the first court since your return. As you know, it is quite common for your family to let your patrons come, voice concerns, and make requests of you. So, as you arrive and take your seats, you see a line of 4 people ready to speak and make requests of you. I need all of you to go ahead and roll me perception to see if you recognize or have any idea of who is in this posse.
I got a 12.
That's not too bad.
I got a 1.
Ooh.
4.
Do I get to add my modifier?
Yes, it's a skill check.
Oh, thank God.
17.
All right.
Somebody knows everyone here.
Someone knows everybody. As you look at the people, you recognize the 4 men, specifically you, Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
You see Gladios Zorus. He's in charge of transport in the southern regions and your holdings there. You see Sansa Torelli, a seamstress inside the city who is in charge of making dresses and other, let us say, courtly gowns and costumes for Carnival. You also see Ine Troisi. He is a member of the guild, head of a guild, actually, the judges. And lastly, you see Bouchard Mezimi. And you recognize him from letters letting you know that he was planning to make a trip. He is from the southern country, and specifically your vineyards in Maltacino. Very profitable assets, at least in previous years, for your family. Now, you very quickly pick up these people, and even, well, you, Giovanni, quickly pick up these people, while your brother and sister are a little slower, but I would say that Baldassarre, you also piece them together as they are sitting there conversing, picking up little bits of their conversation. But unfortunately for you, Emily, your character is speaking with Stella and going over the latest fashions and getting a list of boutiques together, preparing for some of your other endeavors, as the general has written you back and plans to visit you the following night for dinner with the rest of the family, and then perhaps a bit of dancing and carnival with escort, of course. But you are in flight of fancy, thinking and far away, unaware of the people who are here to beg for your patronage. So, you take your seats at the heads of the table, looking at the squall of people, as the first steps up, Gladios Zorsa.
Gladios, welcome.
Why, hello, Lord Medici, or Lord Medici.
You got this. Try it again. It's okay.
We're gonna roll that one back. Why, thank you, Lord Medici. It's a pleasure to be in your house once more. He takes off his hat, puts it over his heart. I have come with a request of you and news of trade with Rome. Oh. We have recently come across some unfortunate times. Bandits upon the road have taken our last 3 shipments coming from Rome, including some that were meant for the Archbishop Salviati. I am hoping that you would be able to speak to him on my behalf and prevent, well, reprimand from the church upon my soul and my family's.
I will gladly speak on your behalf, but perhaps it is better that my brother here, the soon-to-be Archbishop, speaks on your behalf.
That would be wonderful, Your Grace.
I don't mind at all. You've done wonders for our family throughout your time with us. It's the least that I can do.
Now, I would like to do, while I'm asking this question, I would like to do an insight check. Tell me, these bandits, where has this been happening specifically? Where have you lost these shipments?
All right, go ahead and roll insight. Would you also like to roll insight?
Can I help?
Baldassarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give advantage if you'd like.
Yeah. You got good advantage? You got good insight?
+3.
Hey, better than me. I will help.
So that's an 18.
Okay, so it's an 18.
Yeah, I rolled lower on the second one.
My lords, it is not far outside Montecino, the city itself, a little north, maybe 7-8 miles at most. They set upon us at dusk as we are setting up camp for the next day's travel to return here. They are quick. They have not killed anyone yet. They bind and take only the gold, the silver, and the artifacts that we are moving to the church reliquary. We have lost some expensive artifacts on the way. And you see him gulp, sort of swallowing the apology. And you think that he is very sincere and scared.
What artifacts did we lose?
Well, the entire manifest is extensive, but the ones of note, a small bronze cup believed to have contained the wine that the Christ drank on his final night, a sword said to guard the entrance to the Garden of Eden, and a book written by a long-lost prophet. Extra verses and chapters that are supposed to be added to the Bible in the next year.
Bruchard, step forward.
Brucharde Mezimi cuts the line and steps forward. You can see Ine Throsi immediately shift an eye to the lowborn that is passing him. Brucharde
Have you been running into bandit problems as well?
Yes, my lord. Yes.
What have you been doing about it? Insight check every time I ask a question.
All right, roll another insight. Oh, I need dice. I can't just make up the numbers.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I mean, I guess
People call you out in about 5 episodes later.
I'm generally helping. I'm generally helping with insight.
Okay.
Bad.
Bird. All right.
Not a nat 1, but definitely single digits.
He's covered in dirt and sort of sun-marked skin. It's hard to see his wrinkles, his lines, his tells, and get any insight. He looks at the two of you, specifically you, and bows his head.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
bows his head. We had only had a small contingent of guards to help our vineyard. We have run across trouble on shipments, and they have even been as bold as to harass our workers as they enter the vineyard and leave. We have had a strain of bad luck in that our kegs are broken over a night, or our grapes have been squashed and squandered. They are not stealing anything, they are simply wreaking havoc. I have brought our ledgers to show you our yearly crop, and we have lost a significant amount.
I assume neighboring vineyards have not been suffering the same banditry.
Unfortunately, you own the 50 square miles around it as well. It is a large vineyard and a famous one.
We will send out a contingency of men to go down there and look. Perhaps we will send our more trusted people to go take care of this matter, and hopefully we can retrieve from the bandits what has been gone.
My lord, I also bring forth an offer of purchase for the vineyard.
Hold.
Oh.
You must go back. Take your place. I have called you forward for this meeting and this only. You may now go back to your place in line.
He steps to the end of the line, leaving Gladios still standing there in front of you.
How many bandits have been attacking you?
Our reports are between 5 and 15 on average. It ranges.
And they're not killing.
No,
They're just stealing.
indeed. They are saying that they serve the One. It is a Neoplaton theology, anti-Christianity.
Can I roll religion?
Yes.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Well, smarty pants. You know that this isn't a religion. It is a collection of philosophical thoughts. The belief that if there is a one above all, the One, it is beyond existing. It is something that sits above and does not interact. It is not that they don't believe there is a God. They believe that whatever has been set in motion and that God itself is below this one, and it makes rules for which the gods must interact. It is this thought that it is beyond what we could comprehend or ever hope to understand or write about.
Very well. We will get this taken care of for you, and we will talk to Roma on your behalf and make sure your soul of your family is spared.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, Father. Thank you. And he kneels and then removes himself from line. Next up, Sansa. Torelli sits up. She's a young woman, long brown hair, dressed in the latest fashions from France, bright green eyes, and a excited but pensive smile on her face. Roll insight for the two of you. You specifically have to roll this time. Baldassarre.
6.
You said insight?
Yeah, insight.
16.
There's a coy smile as she greets your brother, but you can tell that she is constantly stealing glances at you.
At me?
Yes. If you would like to roll Bartolomea, you can.
Yes. Dirty 20.
You also see the stolen glances and are very familiar with the looks of a woman who is familiar with someone in power and is trying to tempt them with every sway of the hips and movement of the lips and eyes, accentuating the best of angles. And she bows before you, waiting to be addressed.
Hello, Sansa. Please, what can we do for you?
Oh yes, Lord Medici's, Baldassarre, Giovanni, Bartolomea. I bring great news. The boutique is doing well, and I have received a new commission. I am a bit in need of funds for the new fabrics that have been requested of me, and I wish to make a request for a small advance on my usual stipend. It is nothing too excessive, simply 5,000 florins, to help produce a masterpiece of the likes that you have never seen for a truly gifted individual. And she smiles and puts on a very excited face.
I would love to hear of such a work.
Well, do you wish to know the design?
I wish to know the individual.
I wish to know the design.
Well, the design is a secret until its unveiling, but the individual I am more than happy to share. His name is Dante Alighieri. He is a writer of sorts, famous. And all of you may roll me a history check.
I don't. Do we have to if we figured it out?
Yeah, if you
in real
figured it out,
life?
don't. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you're well read, loss. You don't have to.
Okay, cool.
13.
That's more than enough. He wrote the Divine Comedy.
Yeah. Dante's Inferno. It's Dante. There's only one Italian Dante. That's famous.
And as my mother and my brother wished on two separate things, I wish to know why you need the advance if the boutique is doing so well.
Well, it is wrapped up in expansions and other creations for noble houses. The Carnival is a large time where we tend to push ourselves to the limits of what we can manage. We simply need a little more for his specific request of an outfit.
And the funds are not already included in the commission.
No, only a small portion. But with what he has asked for, I will need a bit more to make my vision a reality, which will bring more business, especially in the circles of which he traffics. A very select and rich circle.
I believe we should talk to him before.
Sir Dante.
Yes. But that is me. I don't want to give somebody I haven't known 5,000.
Yes, but we do appreciate the hearts here in Florence. Either maybe we give the money with interest on our return, or we see if you can't do it for a little less than 5,000.
Roll me persuasion. She is an artist that has a muse and an idea of what she wants to do.
May I, brother?
The court is yours.
Sansa. Oh, Sansa. I understand that the arts are so important and that Dante is this up-and-coming writer bound for glory, and I am by no means believe that your design for him would be beyond our imagination. But it seems a bit too much, too steep. Maybe we could do it for cheaper. Or for less.
All right, roll me persuasion.
10. God damn it.
Weird. I could have had 18.
Yeah, I could have had, if it was a nat 20, I could have had 27.
As she looks at you, you can see the determination in her face. But I have this grand vision. It will truly be a feast of the eyes and soul. He's going to read it at his live reading of his next chapter in the Divine Comedy. We will be synonymous with this work. What it could bring in would be truly unfathomable.
Okay.
Perhaps even I could get you an invitation to the reading. It is at a private, hidden location.
First off, I would like to do an insight check, because what I'm looking for specifically is if she is trying to blow smoke up our asses, for starters.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, she's an artist who has a muse and is very passionate. They will say anything to get what they need.
Sure. Go ahead.
So is that
Everybody
kind
who
of-
is interested may roll an insight check.
That is going to be, my good sir, 21.
15, but...
15.
Hey, mother!
The flaunt of her hair, the way that she sways and looks into your eyes, the curl slowly of her smile. She is practiced. She sells dresses. She convinces people to spend more than they need. It is hard to tell whether she truly needs the florins and is trying to steal, or if she truly believes she can create a masterpiece that is one of a kind that will go down in the ages. With that roll and what she rolled, it's hard to see.
I will give you 2,500 florins, and then you will show us some of the design, and if we decide it is proper enough, we shall give you the other half.
Deal. Without taking a second to consider it. Thank you, my lords. And she flaunts off with an extra little sway. The next is a young man that steps forward, curly hair and a little pompadour, shaved on the sides, and these very distinct and heavy eyebrows, this bright purple tunic and shorts. Ene Troisi. He steps forward with a shallow bow.
Monsignor Troisi, would you care for a glass of wine?
I would love one. It's good to see you, Giovanni. It's been so long, Baldassarre. And ravishing as ever, my dear Bartolomea. And he goes to take your hand and kiss it.
I allow it.
He does so, kissing the ring instead of your hand. Surprising.
Okay, so we have not fucked.
Fine. Yes, you haven't.
I mean, that's my personal insight.
That's your test?
That
Yeah. You got me. As he takes a seat at a small sitting table off to your right to speak to you, as opposed from standing like the rest, he looks over. I have to admit, I like what you've done with the place. The new wait staff, the hedges, the colors, the banners, the carnival decorations. It's all quite beautiful, Medici. Very tasteful, though. So, I've come for a very specific reason. One of your advocate is causing me a bit of trouble. Now, I understand championing for the people, pushing chain revolution. He might be from France, I guess. He's looking to push things. Baldas de Ulbis III? He might be looking into some of our more ambiguous rulings and decisions, specifically around your house and changing of laws. I would recommend sort of cutting the leash a little, reminding him who finances him and such. And with the protection of God, of course, who could question your decisions and the way you've guided our fair city.
Does he tell me the truth?
Insight?
I rolled a 15, and that is a +3 for 18.
It's part of the truth. It seems that what he said in whole is truthful, but perhaps some of the details have been left out.
To be clear, he's saying that one of the lawyers that we employ is digging into favorable rulings regarding our property and calling them into question?
That is what he has professed, yes.
How did you find out about this?
Well, let us say that he's been on a bit of a tirade looking through many cases, some of which I have ruled in, and some of which I have ruled for you.
Interesting. Have you discerned his motives behind such a endeavor?
He is making sure that the hammer of justice strikes all equally, to quote, and that both men and women receive the same treatment under the eye of the law and God. But we know that God has intended one of us to rule and other to follow. He is making waves that do not need made waves.
I see. Yes. Perhaps.
No offense.
Perhaps we call him and set up a meeting with Baldas.
He is also looking quite heavily into the church's finances too, and rulings made about their land and ownership of. I would recommend reeling him in quickly, Baldassarre.
Wonderful, yes, we can do that.
Tracy, you are always a friend to the de Medicis.
Of course. You have gilded me in silver. How can I not?
Grazie for the patronage and for the friendship.
Of course, of course. It is good to see each of you. I will see you Sunday for a confession. Could be a long one.
I look forward to it.
All right. I'll see you later. And he finishes his wine, sets it down, walks out after saying something to Stella that makes her blush, and then stepping out of the room.
Can I insight check that little interaction?
Sure. Go ahead.
Ooh, 10.
She's blushing.
No.
I can't give you much more than that from that distance, unfortunately.
I understand.
A rotund man, thinning hair, easily 6 foot, 400 pounds.
Jesus.
Looks like a hoss, a worker, a farm boy, through and through. And bows his head, waiting to be addressed as he was quickly reminded of his station.
Yes.
Bouchard Mesame.
Lord Medici? Lord Medici. Miss.
Please approach.
He steps forward.
So you said you have, outside of the bandit problem, an offer for us?
Yes, some of the surrounding vineyards have put an offer in for your land after seeing the run of bad luck we've had, at least the last year.
Interesting. May I see?
Of course. And he hands you a completely sealed, he hasn't even looked at it, scroll.
Who's it from? What's this seal?
The family seal you don't recognize without opening, but as soon as you crack it, you see that it appears to be from a very, very familiar family, the Pazzi.
I knew it. So just so we are clear here, the Pazzi wants to buy our land from us due to the bandits?
Yes, and the poor crops this year.
That is surprising given the superstition of the wife.
I don't know enough to talk about that, but...
Can you tell me how their vineyards are?
Well, when I went out to collect this offer, his vineyards looked right proper. They've grown well, they've harvested.
But ours have not. You are a hard-working man.
Indeed I am.
The work you have done this season, would you say it reflects the crops that have shown up?
It feels like we're haunted. Like something dark just over the vineyard this year. We've lost cash. We've lost crop. I've been specifically careful to treat and care for them, checking them every night, and sometimes I get up in the morning and whole swaths of land have been ravaged as if by locusts. I can't explain it, sir, but I have failed you, me and your family, to a degree that I'm ashamed.
Please do not feel ashamed. This is not you. Like you said, the land sounds like it needs an exorcism.
It could use the touch of God if you're willing to make the trip, Baldassarre.
Perhaps Baldassarre will want to make the trip with his personal guard and dog.
Well, let me think on it. I have a few things I need to discuss with the two of you anyway, so...
We have cleaned the home if you do wish to travel, the three of you.
Wonderful. Can I ask, how far is the bandits in comparison to the home?
It's 3 days to get to where the bandits are, and an extra day to get to the vineyard and the home. So 4 days total travel, 3 before you hit the dangerous part of the area, if you know
Then
what I mean.
another day to get to them.
Indeed. Though I doubt they would be so bold as to attack your carriage. That's a death wish.
Thank you for the information on that. I will make a trip out there. I just need to talk to them about this, so...
Thank you for your years of service. You've always been so good to us.
Thank you, Lady Medici. I appreciate you.
Before you take the journey back, please rest, get some supplies. At no cost to you. We will take care of you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. But I'll be on my way in the next hour or so. I need to get back, but thank you. And he nods, tipping his hat, of course, to the three of you before stepping out, leaving the three of you alone with your servants in an empty court to decide what to do with the rest of your day.
I gesture for a servant to go back to the kitchens and make sure the cook sets up a little basket of food for him to take with him.
Stella hurries off very quickly, leaving just Theodore at the door.
Just Theodore?
Just Theodore.
Is he in the court or is he out?
He's in the court.
Theodore, please step out for 1 second. Stay at the door, though. And if you hear anything or see anything...
Kill it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. And he steps out, closes the door.
Verdasco, please step out as well and make sure Theodore doesn't kill anyone.
Of course, my liege. And he steps out.
I need to get to those bandits.
Yeah, it sounds like the Pazzi have stolen and are messing with our land in order to buy it from under us. Sounds like a simple ruse.
It's a surprising amount of work, considering the resources they have available to them.
Yes, what stuck out to me was the locust overnight.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds more of something that our
Biblical.
dear Captain General might be looking into.
Maybe we take him with us. But I need to recover those artifacts.
I know. Is there a way for us to get to this land faster?
3 days. 4 days.
Did we lose an entire week going to this place?
Yes.
Would that I could fly.
Do we not know any blessings? Because we did just come with the Monticino. Is that where we came from?
No, you came from Pisa
We came
in sort
from
of
Pisa.
northwestern Tuscany. This is southern Tuscany. It's between you guys and Rome.
Where's Pazzi at?
Pazzi is actually inside the city. There is a family member, but their large contingent of it isn't even inside Italy.
Perhaps we make a visit to Pazzi with this letter of intent.
When is my dinner with,
Rialto?
No. With Patsy.
So, your dinner with Pazzi is scheduled for later this week. Specifically 4 days from now.
Okay.
The question is, what else do we have in this city in the next
4 days.
4 days planned?
I have a couple social engagements, including a meeting with the head of the Patsy.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be something if we came back, taking care of everything, and got everything we needed from them? Like we showed them, but we have the power. We could catch them in the ruse.
We could do that.
Strike the fear into them.
Oh, hold on 1 second, all of you. Verdasco!
Verdasco steps in.
What is on my schedule for the next 3 days?
You have meetings wall to wall. Different financiers, different banks, speaking with different patrons. Pretty much everything you can imagine. You are also to head the Signore for a couple of days and handle disputes amongst its members and so forth.
Thank you, Verdasco. You may leave.
And he steps out.
I think the most expeditious option would be to point Rialto's men in that direction. Get them out of the city for a bit. Get whoever's doing this to lay low.
Roll me insight, Brad.
Pick a dice, any dice.
Oh, you chose the right dice!
Oh, so with insight, it's a 0. So nat 20.
Still a nat 20. I honored those. So, as you're hearing this thought, you very quickly come to the conclusion that if Ronaldo goes and handles this, you will never see those artifacts again. They will go straight to Salviati. They'll be locked into the church. And anything you would have gained will have been lost. And any information will be privileged by the church and not provided to you. You're asking the church to go and handle this matter, not any of your private guard.
That isn't a bad idea, Mother, but we would lose everything to them, and it wouldn't be ours. And I, personally, require the things that are there.
It all depends how long a game you're willing to play.
Perhaps the two of you go. I stay behind, stay face for the family. As we saw in the fencing pits, I am not one for a fight.
Perhaps I just go. I don't have too much on my plate. My loved, she will be here, but you can entertain her, I don't know.
John, I'm rich in the Italian Renaissance era. Do I have a body double?
Do I have a body double?
Roll me luck, D20.
14.
There's a kitchen boy that looks kind of like you.
That's probably not enough.
It's fine. I can do this myself.
You could hire someone.
I could hire someone to stay in my stead.
Just for a few days.
Just for a few days.
Could say that you're still mending the...
Yes.
You're still feeling under the weather from being shot. The doctor knows exactly what you've...
Are we letting it known that you were attacked?
I believe
There was a crowd.
there was a crowd, so I have not stepped foot outside of the 4 that we have seen today. We gather them back, bribe the hell out of them.
No.
Troisi is going to be a hard bargain.
I do not like giving more money to Troisi than we absolutely must.
Yes, but Troisi is an ally, and I need someone to run the judges while I am gone and make the right decisions. He will easily be able to say, I just saw him and he looked fine. All right, well, it's time for us to put on a bit of acting,
Easy.
I believe. I'm going to cast Alter Self on myself and make myself look ghastly pale, as though I have been poisoned yet again.
Okay.
A spilled glass of wine.
Okay.
And I need you two to freak out.
Oh, easy.
What do we think about this? Gets me in a room in a chamber with a doctor we can then charm or suggest to go on a vacation. I don't know. It's not fully fleshed out.
Sorry, what is the objective?
The objective is me to be able to go with you guys down to this.
You're trying to get out of your meetings.
Yes. And I feel like the poison is actually... I've been poisoned. They know I've been poisoned and attacked. What we have to do now, though, is make it seem as though the attempts have not stopped. For me to be secluded for the next few days. So we can go get these artifacts and take care of the bandits.
I mean, it gives me enough time to bless my brother and be with him.
Right. Do I think that it would be disadvantageous to push my meetings?
Not yours.
Hurtful, John.
Oh, they'll wait. It's not hurtful.
No, I'm the only one that has to kind of get out
I was
of...
about to say, I feel like you've taken it the wrong way when I meant it the other way.
I didn't think Francesco and I had that kind of relationship, but okay. Noted.
He doesn't kiss the ring, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
Or maybe he wants to.
Do you object to this ruse?
No, we should increase the guard.
I'll get Theodore to do that.
In my alter self state, I'm going to add a purple pulsating splotch right in the shoulder
Advantage.
where the wound happened, as though we did not get it all out. So we thought I was safe. I fall down as I pick up the wine glass and I go, oh no. And I crumple to the ground as I spill my wine.
All right, you hit the dirt
Brother!
and screams erupt.
Don't want to scream into the microphone, but I am screaming.
Okay, roll me performance, or deception. Your choice. As immediately Theodore, Stella, Verdasco all come in. Tell me what you look like, Brad.
I rolled a 1, and then I rolled a nat 20 for 27.
Ooh!
And I'm
Do
just...
you have advantage to all this?
Oh, I do, because I'm actor. I took the actor
okay.
feat. Baldassarre is just freaking out, praying, and you see tears rolling down his face. Brother! Please stay with me. Somebody call a doctor!
18 plus 6 for 24.
you are the most lifelike corpse I've ever seen. Just laying there, gasping, groaning. Give us a performance, actor Nick. Laus. Minimalistic. I like it. All right. Hey, what was your roll?
Dirty 20.
All right. Not bad. All of you very convincingly.
Giovanni, my son, what has happened?
Cradling his head.
Get up, get up.
You watch as Stella, Theodore, Verdasco come running in, followed by 5 or 6 of your house guards. Immediately, Verdasco steps forward. Quickly, to the doctor! And you see Theodore books it through the door and just starts running. They quickly hoist you up and carry you to your room. There's 5 or 6 guards stationed outside your door, only your family members within. 10, 15 minutes pass before the same decrepit old doctor with the comb-over hair, the small sort of sullen breeches and white smock and bag steps in. Oh no, the poison looked like it had run through last time. I don't know what happened. And he quickly sets to his work over you, completely consumed by the thought that his most valuable and important patient might be dying.
What has happened? What is happening to my son?
I guess the poison had a delaying agent and it's in his veins. It's making its way to his heart. Look at the thumping as he... of this giant purple mass.
How could this have happened?
Brother, please stay with us.
He's freaking out. If you're going to do it, now's the time.
All right. So I
don't
will
mind.
then. Oh, you.
I will touch the doctor,
All right.
and I will suggest, Doctor. I suggest that you, for the next 5 days. What, John?
I love that the time limit you just worked.
You got to. For the next 5 days, or until we return.
That's a good one. I like that
I
one.
suggest that until we return, you tell everybody that my brother is living, but at a critical state. That he is down here in the dungeon, and that nobody must enter except for family. The 3, me and my mother, only.
As the words whispered with divine magic work their way into his ear, you watch as his eyes roll back, as his mind tries to fight off the intrusion. What's the save?
15? God damn it.
You watch as his eyes roll back, and then he snaps forward. I've got it. I need fig root. And he quickly grabs into his bag. He is so focused on the task that first attempt didn't even faze him, as he is focused on saving this patient. You see him begin to reach for your brother, where the illusion will certainly be discovered if something does not happen quickly.
I'm looking
I
frantically.
wail and throw myself in the doctor's arms, just crying.
Mom, I must save him!
Save my son!
Get off me, Mom! There's no time for hysteria!
With that happening, with that beautiful distraction happening, I'm going to defer to Brad.
All right, Baldassarre!
Give you a second chance there. You're looking at it.
I'm
Then why did you tap me on the shoulder?
No, I was just telling you to move closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry. All right, then with that beautiful... Hold on, let's try this again. Ready? With that beautiful distraction happening, I am going to upcast Suggestion to my level 4 spell.
Okay. What do you say as you pull him in close, this death man? This man on the verge of death, excuse me.
Yeah. Can I actually... Wait, can I upcast Suggestion?
No, it doesn't matter. There's no upcast to it. It is just... There's nothing that affects it at a level 4.
I will just say that it will last the whole 5 days instead of like 8 hours or whatever
Okay,
it's supposed to be.
I am...
Oh, it is up to 8 hours. I'm sorry.
As he gets close to me, I just reach my hand out as I touch his cheek as I use sorcery point to subtle spell so he doesn't see me doing like all this stuff with material. And I just go, send us away to the vineyards to recover.
All right, what's your save?
My save is 14.
All right. He will have disadvantages. This is the second time he's been assaulted with magic in the last second, and he is holding a hysteric woman off of his chest and he's trying to treat you. Well, he doesn't even need the second roll. He just... As you whisper that, Mom, get off me! I must treat him! Air! He needs air. He needs country air! Fresh, bovine-smelling air! He needs grapes! And...
He needs the country air to smell of cows and grapes. Away with thee!
Away with thee, indeed, he says. He must go to the country. And, quickly, pack his things, prepare the carriage.
Of course, Signore. Thank you.
Rest, yes, I must go. I'll write this down and prepare my notes. I will travel with ye at post-haste. And he...
He's going to write you a prescription for cow smell.
Cow-smelling grapes.
Cow-smelling grapes.
As he makes...
Cure-all.
Fixes everything. Everyone knows this. As he steps out of the room.
Are you prepared with everything?
Yes, I think so.
I need to talk to Theodore.
Is he not coming?
I wasn't planning on having Theodore come. I thought it was just going to be the three of us.
Fair.
I don't want Theodore to see what I have planned for these people.
Very well.
But that is just me. Mother.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have your personal guard go with you on a trip where your brother's life is at stake. Then we sneak out at night.
We still need to get there faster. He would just be a hindrance.
I mean, you saw how he drove that trolley. He might kill a couple horses on the journey.
It was a bit bumpy, but no, we need to get you a body double, and we're getting there faster.
All right. With the means set, the deception planned, the carriage is quickly prepared, your belongings loaded, a skeleton guard set, and you are prepared to leave.
Sorry, are we openly leaving to the country?
That's why we had the doctor say we have to leave. This is on doctor's orders to save my life.
In that case, we need to make a show of leaving, which will slow us down.
Just for a few hours. But that'll be okay.
All right. I trust you.
All right. You make your way out of the house to a fanfare that was waiting to see if you had survived your first bout with poison, only to hear of the second bout of poison.
Now, may I ask, the trolley or the not the trolley, but the caravan, the carriage, whichever is taking us, is it covered?
Yes, it is absolutely covered.
Perfect. We're all getting into the cart.
They're
right?
yelling and screaming prayers, well wishes, crying and mourning, speaking in tongues, anything to try to heal their beloveds.
I stand.
They
Outside.
get silent.
People, we are taking my brother to the countryside, allowing him to cure. With the grace of God, I will not rest until he is cured. So I must ask that you all bless us as we go. For Giovanni loves each and every single one of you as if you were his own family.
All right, roll persuasion.
You nat one and someone just goes, no!
It's a, what is 6 plus? No, is that a 6? 8? That's a 6. 6 plus 7 is 13.
Okay.
13 is the highest. So.
Does anyone else want to say anything as they enter the carriage?
Because that's not great, guys. It's not bad, but it ain't great.
I can't say anything. I'm
You're pretending to be death.
pretty much.
Thank you all so much for your for your prayers and your blessings and your well wishes. I have hope that with your faith and the love of God, my son will come through this, and we will find whoever dared to harm him.
May God protect you. May God bless you. Find the cows and grapes. May God bless you. And you hear just throughout the crowd the ringing of endorsements and prayers. And long live the Medici. Long live Giovanni. Long live Baldassarre. And long live Bartolomea. And it rings through the streets as you watch the crowd part, as if you are actual descendants of God separating the sea. And they guide you to the edge of town, covering you in different rosaries, crosses, emblems, and all sorts of protective wards from every religion and every creed.
I would like to turn my head and scan the crowd. I'm looking for Troisi.
Roll perception, you bitch. You arch bitch up.
Bitch up.
7.
You don't see that.
Damn.
Do you maybe say something to Bartolomea so she can look?
Yeah, great call. Mother, where is Troisi?
I dab at my eyes with my handkerchief underneath my black veil. And I scan the crowd.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, shit.
I don't like it, but fine.
Well, you're gonna like this, because that is a 9.
All right, as you scan the crowd, there are many faces, sullen, woeful, and sad, all yelling, crying, mourning, praying, trying to grab and touch and bless and lay upon hands on your carriage.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Pick a dice. Any dice? Oh, Lost is doing this one. Okay. Let me get back to
All right, is this our third failed perception check, or?
Let's do it.
Oh, shit. It is a 7! Yep.
It's just a 7? Okay. And you
Not that wise.
exit the city just as the morning bell rings for 10 a.m. A very early departure. You have brought only a small contingent of guards and drivers. I imagine you did not bring Theodore,
No.
didn't bring Stella, did not bring Verdasco, correct?
Correct, but he has orders to... I trust him a lot, so he has orders to take charge of the house and take care of things if need be. If someone tries to move in or something like that. You know, like something weird happens while we're gone.
He understands and has quickly hopped to setting up the house and preparing. And you exit the city without much drama, quickly passing the distance where they could see you over the hill. The crowd floods out a good 10 to 15 yards from the city as they wave and wish and continue to yell prayers to the sky before you are alone inside the carriage and on your way.
And I left Stella with very explicit instructions on what to do in my absence. In particular, at dawn and at dusk, to hand out bread to any passersby, and asking for them to give their prayers for my son.
She will do that, and we'll do some rolls. A clever idea. I like it.
Family of the people.
Did you leave any notes for Theodore?
I just told him to, take notes for me.
Killer needs to be killed.
You do you, bud.
I said, I actually would like for him to find up our guards for the home,
Okay,
for the villa. Just find better guards.
he sets to it right away.
Perfect.
All right. So now that you are out of the eye of the public and you have only your driver and 2 mounted guards, is there anything you would like to do?
Can you fly?
Not like this.
Brother, can you fly?
Don't be foolish.
All right. Here's what I can do. I can get us out of here. Easy. I can take us we can go to a place. I can only send 2 people flying. Myself and someone else. I don't know how you want to do this.
I thought you had a plan.
Yeah, my plan was to fly. I didn't expect for all of us to go. I thought it was just going to be a me thing.
You do think you could probably carry her. She's pretty light.
True, or I can,
I could also turn you into something and then carry you
Oh, delightful.
like a
R.I.P.
hamster
days.
I
or a mouse.
would like to take a peek at the horses in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to subtle spell haste.
Ooh, that works exactly as you would hope it would. As the spell leaves
Hell
your
yeah,
lips,
dude.
you watch as boom, it lurches. You're thrown a little back in the carriage as your driver hoo-hoo, exclaims, shocked, as you tear off into the country. The horse's hooves, a just blur of motion. You think that you've easily cut the time in half, even on the ground.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well done, Nick.
Thank you.
Loss.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That was really good.
That was fucking good.
I had to do some light reading while you guys were talking, but you know.
Learn your spells, kids. It's important.
Yeah.
Or play a wizard so you could have lots of them.
Lots of options. Lots of options. As the first day of travel comes to an end uneventfully, you know that you only have about half a day before you'll reach the bandits, but your driver stops to set up a small camp, which, because you are rich, involves an awning protruding from the side of your carriage, these faux curtains that are drawn, separate rooms that are made, and he has brought clean, refreshing water and pre-cooked meals that have been provided by your chef's staff. Moving so quickly, covering such distance, you will never even have to eat the dried food before you reach your destination. The driver, a younger man named Tybalt, prepares the food, sets it out in front of you before leaving for the evening to allow you to eat, speak, and be alone. He stays a good 30 to 40 feet away from the rest of the carriage in his own small tent that he erects after setting up yours. The 2 guards stand watch, trading shifts once you go to sleep every hour. Is there anything you want to do before bed? Anything you wish to discuss? You are completely private.
So what do we do when we reach the bandits?
Kill them.
Oh, good. They'll just come out and we can just, I don't know, bite their heads off.
No.
Well, no, I do think we need to keep one alive so we can figure out what they did with the loot. I'm going to assume it's with the Pazzi down in this area. Isn't mostly an assumption right now. They have had days to move it, so we must find out where it went if it is not currently here. One needs to stay alive. The rest can die.
Wonderful.
Do we even expect them to try to attack us?
If we can plan properly, we won't have to. You are, well, very good with what you do and you're very silent. So if we can sneak into the camp and just leave one alive.
We have to find the camp first.
Yes, I think the question I'm trying to ask is how do we locate the camp while we are traveling at breakneck speed?
Well, I mean, I feel like when we get to the area that we believe the camp is in, we stop. He said he does not believe that they would attack the carriage.
Right.
So we set up camp. We just tell the guards and the driver that this is a good spot.
We could tell them that the travel is discomforting you, that you're getting worse, and that we need to rest for where we are.
Indeed.
And then from there,
I have heard rumor of a blessed spring nearby, at which I should pray.
Yes.
Perfect.
yes,
And then I shall sneak out. Well, I can charm them to just forget they even saw me.
I can turn you invisible. That is nothing.
Well, there we go.
All right. Well, one problem half solved.
Half solved. And once we get to the...
And they're not expecting us, so.
No. They're not.
With the problem solved, you go to bed for the evening. Your guards looking out into the darkness, keeping watch.
Every hour or so I wake up and wail, my Giovanni!
I love it.
Well played. Roll me a persuasion.
Ooh, 23.
It appears that when you wail every hour, perhaps the guard on duty that was a little more lax wakes up and takes a second look.
Hell yeah, Mom. Hell yeah, Mom.
Surprising iterations like a butterfly flapping in the ocean. That was wrong. Anyway, move on.
Classic butterfly fish flapping in the ocean.
As you rest, hours after you've bed down, a small figure on one of the sloping hills on the Tuscan countryside crests and looks down at the carriage, the camp, the guards. And as we see them, the stark white is covered in shades of silver as a small crossbow is lifted, lit, and then shot into the evening night.
How could he possibly have followed us that quickly?
And as the flame flies through the sky, over the hill and around the bend, in a small cave at the edge of some rolling hills, a single garbed man peeling what appears to be an almost rotten apple looks up and, "Hey boys, we got a live one." And that's where we end for the day.
Oh, that was good, John.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, for this episode of So You Want to Be a Hero presents of Rhyme and Reason. With me always are my three best friends. We have Lost Weindel,
Salve!
Emily Robinson,
Ciao.
and Brad Silman.
That's me.
All right, well, you guys have a great night.
Hey, but before we do, you can follow us on all of our social medias at HeroCast_ATX. We got a Discord, we got a Twitter, we got an Instagram, we got a Blue Sky, we got a TikTok. I feel like that could have been a wrap.
Do we have an email address?
We do.
And links in the description, right?
They're all there in the description.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye!